Hi, I'm Max Smith, and I'm going to be talking about national and international hot topics of 2012, the most talked about ones of this year. So here we go. Hi, I'm Max Smith, and I'm back. And I'm going to be doing this in two parts. Part 1, issues that mainly have to deal with the U.S. That's right, big issues that mainly have to deal with the U.S. Part 2, international issues that also affect the U.S. as well as the rest of the world. So let's get going. Some of the big issues, because this was election year, these issues came out in the forefront even more than usual. One of the biggest ones that has come up in the news because election year is the LGBTQ community. Their rights. You know, all that. You want more information about all of that? It'll be linked down below. That was one big hot button issue. Another one was women's rights. Equality in the workplace. Equality in the home front. Equality, to get same pay and all that stuff. And then another big issue was the way that the Republicans handled themselves in this election year. Yep, that was a big one. And it did help that some so-called prominent members made some really outrageous and unscientifically unbased things about rape and women's rights. Whew, yeah. Cuckoo and crazy. Then we got the poverty. Yes, there are more people in the United States today that are hitting the poverty line. That has been a big hot button issue. And then, of course, taxes and the debt ceiling. That's been a big one. That's been a lot of people's minds. And, of course, how to run the government. And then a sub-one of that is the elections. There's also been other big hot button issues. How much power should the government really have? And how should elections be run? Because, frankly, this is the 21st century. Should we be running elections and be running the government in modern times? Another one, of course, with all the recent shootings, is gun control. Not about getting rid of guns, but more of how to keep them out of the hands of people who shouldn't have them to begin with. And keeping certain guns off the streets. I'll have, like I said, to all these issues, I'll have links down below. I'll search for a link and I'll put it down below. So, is there anything else? I'm trying to think here. Let's see. Gun control. Nope, that's pretty much it. Those are the really big topics in the United States this year of 2012. Okay, let's go internationally. Let's go the world. Like I said, some of these also do affect the U.S., such as this has been big worldwide too, is women's rights in other countries. More and more women have been stepping up to the place and say, hey, I'm getting tired of being treated this way. I know religion says this, but I really don't feel that it's right. So, internationally, women's rights have been questioned. In a lot of these countries where it's tradition for the women to cover themselves up and be seen very little and heard very less. Another one, of course, is the poverty. The growing poverty. Well, some countries are getting up in the world. Others are really not up to where they want to be. Because of war and other things. And then climate change. This one does affect both. That's what I said, it's the world. It really does the world. Climate change. And how to handle dealing with, getting the progress we need but at the same time, reducing any further damage and kind of correcting most of the damage that occurs right now. What else? What other big issues also affect the rest of the world? I'm not saying that the U.S. politics don't affect internationally, because they do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the real big world and local hot button issues of 2012, people. And that's something to think about. Once again, I'll find as many links as I can and put them down below. I'm Mac Smith, and I'll be seeing you all next year on Anything Goes by Mac Smith and YouTube and Celebrity Gossip News, because we're going to have a full, fun-packed year. Peace, and until next time.